Look at you being all awake and stuff. You're reading words, and you probably aren't even stabbing anybody right now. You deserve a coffee, you little ray of sunshine.
Hey folks, Mike Barron here. Every time we do a crowdfunder, we place it on Fund My Comic because Luke Stone is a great guy. He's a stand-up guy. And most importantly, Fund My Comic is very comic creator friendly. They won't kick you off if some purple-haired freak writes in and tells them to kick you off. His fees are also very low. I recommend Fund My Comic for any comic or graphic novel projects you intend to do.
In the middle of the night or early Friday morning, depending upon where you are in the world, a group of experienced comics professionals get together to examine and instruct about the art form that they love. That's great comic artwork on Comics by Night, Fridays at 5 a.m. Eastern, here on the Indie Comics Network, indiecomicsnetwork.com.
What was that? This is not a charade.
Geek talk all about the bizzle. A panel of pros who got that old school bizzle. Make the bird dance and listen to the sizzle. Sitting at the ranch and listen to the sizzle.
A beautiful day in the neighborhood. My friends, welcome to another episode of Nerd Bacon. We've got some fun stuff planned today. Well, I think it's fun. You might not. That doesn't really matter, does it? You're here anyway.
Doesn't matter what you think. Anyway.
We're going to make the best of it. I almost went into dark territory. If you don't like my politics, don't buy my book. Remember that? Remember that? That went swimmingly, didn't it?
Did nobody buy his book?
Who knew?
Nobody bought the book.
Yeah, nobody bought his book. Yeah. That's exactly right.
Not buying anything. I'm a little closer to having things cleaned up back here, but not as close as I'd like to be. But yeah, it is what it is.
An organized workspace is usually a sign of no work.
Right, yeah. It is cold here in the Midwest. My gosh. Of course, you're a little bit further north than I am.
I am.
So you're
I'm
probably
in
dealing with a lot more.
very lucky pocket here in Michigan. Everything's been going. We've got a slight dusting out here while Buffalo gets feet. 4, 5, 6 feet of snow.
Feet.
Yeah. Ooh, feet.
Oof. Oof.
Over on
No,
the
thank
west
you.
side of the state, they've got a couple of feet, 1 or 2 feet. But here, we just had a dusting, literally. Just enough to make the road slick.
Yeah, that'll be a pass for me. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you, Glenn? How's the weather over there in
In sunny England, it's really, really
Sunny.
cold. But we've only had a bit of snow a couple of weeks ago, but it was gone in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I like it when it's 2 foot deep.
So you don't have to go out and no one else is out either, right?
Well, I don't have to go out anyway, but it's a good excuse. I just like the snow. I just like the snow. I remember when I was a
Some
kid,
people
it used to really snow really heavily, and where I used to live was a big hill, and we used to get a sledge. You might call it a toboggan. I don't know what you call it.
A toboggan.
Toboggan. We used to
Either way.
a sledge, and my dad made a sledge that turned into a bogey. Do you know what a bogey is?
No.
Like a little cart with little wheels on. You put pram wheels on it.
Yeah, a wagon.
And what he did in his engineering firm, he got this frame made, and it was as strong as a tank, and it could sit 6 people on it. And he put these rails on it, and we went down the hill about 50 miles an hour. And there's a river at the bottom with a bridge over it. And we never did because we were good. We used to just steer. You had to steer. You either jumped off and lost the bogey, or the toboggan, and or you steered it. You all leant to one side and went and took it, curved it over the bridge. And some people went into the river. One guy, there was in the middle of the big expansive fields that we were playing on, there was a little post with barbed wire wrapped around it, and it said no tipping. And somebody hit it. I couldn't believe it. Either side of this post was about 16,000 miles of open field, and this guy hit it full on and cut his head and all sorts of stuff. But we used to get on this thing and fly down this hill and shoot across this bridge. It was absolutely amazing. But it's not like that anymore now. It's very mild. We don't get those kind of winters.
You don't?
So, no, not really.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, we've been real lucky about the last 4 or 5 years to only get a few inches at a time.
Yeah.
But back when I was a kid, we had 3 feet one time. I remember it real well. Back in the late 70s.
The last
Scary times, man.
The last major snow I witnessed was when I was last in New York, and it dropped 18 inches in 3 hours. Delayed the plane for 4 hours and all that stuff. The place just went crazy. But it was true because I was watching the TV. Because when I'm in America and I'm in the hotel, I like the TV on. I like to see what's going on. I like all the local news. And the girl, about 9 o'clock in the morning, the girl said it'll start snowing at midday. And at midday, down came the flakes. But whenever they tell you that here, it doesn't. When it says expect snow Tuesday, we don't get it. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, but it dropped 18 inches in a couple of hours, and I got some great film of going to the airport in the taxi, skidding everywhere, and nearly going off the Holland Bridge and all this kind of stuff, the Holland Tunnel and all this.
As you were talking about the sled, it reminded me of this scene. I don't know if you've seen this movie or not, Glenn.
Oh, is it that holiday
This
thing?
is a new non-caloric
Chevy Chase.
silicone-based kitchen lubricant my company's been working on. It creates a surface 500 times more slippery than any cooking oil. We're really gonna fly down the hill with this stuff.
Has anyone ever used it on a sled?
Not that I know of, Russ.
Well, don't
There's
go
that
putting
look.
none of that stuff on my sled, Clark. You know that metal plate in my head?
How can I forget?
I had to have it replaced because every time Catherine revved up the microwave, I'd piss my pants and forget who I was for a half hour or so. So over at the VA, they had to replace it with a plastic one, and it ain't as strong, so... I don't know if I ought to go sailing down no hill with nothing between the ground and my brain but a piece of government plastic.
You really think it matters, Eddie?
Well, you see, the plate runs right underneath my part here. And over here, it's, nothing. But here, if this gets dented, then my hair just ain't gonna look right.
I know the feeling.
I know the
I
feeling.
better try this first, see how it works.
Well, you be careful there, Clark. That's
Nothing to worry about, Eddie. Going for a new amateur recreational saucer sled land speed record, Clark W. Griswold Jr. Remember, don't try this at home, kids. I am a professional.
Later, dudes. Let her rip, Hank Penn.
Right into the Walmart.
Bingo.
Bingo.
Yeah, that was us. That was us.
Yep.
Is that Randy Quaid? Is he the guy who flew
That's Randy, yeah.
into that spaceship and blew it on?
That's
And
the
then
guy.
Independence Day. Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah. Is that Dennis Quaid's brother?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they're related.
He doesn't make very many movies anymore.
No.
No, he's a little weird. but-
It's like,
And it went
it's
off
like
the deep end.
he reminds me of what's he called? John
Michael.
Candy, that kind of character.
Oh, yeah.
a little bit.
He always plays that zany character, really well.
I was about to say Mickey Rourke, but that's
Oh my gosh,
Nowadays.
Mickey Rourke.
yeah.
Oh dear.
Guys, let's welcome the chat. Let's see what we got here today.
Caleb in the house.
Caleb, welcome. Good morning. We've got Wolfer.
Wolfer.
Baby.
Mad Ruth.
Family obligation, man. That's all right. Thank you for your family. Dr. Mask in the house. Welcome.
Okay.
Hail nerds. Good to have you here. We've got Bunny. There's
Bunny.
the rabbit hole. Wow, Darth Luke showed up today. Yeah, I did. I showed up. It's alive. Actually, that was last week. This week, it's in the mail, folks. It's in
It is in the mail.
Yep.
Atlantean One's in the mail.
A go-kart. There we go. All right. We'll get it Monday or Thursday.
Yep.
As a kid, I used the same wooden runner sled my mom used as a kid. Things built to last back then. Yep. It's super fast. Not quite as fast as Clark's
No.
saucer sled, but fast indeed. Best way of working out the weather in the UK is to look out the window.
Yeah.
I've heard the same. Yep. Guys, feel free to chime in and talk with us anytime. You know what? I do this thing called doom scrolling. You know what doom scrolling is? Have you ever heard of this?
No.
Impression.
It's
Looking
when
at all
so
of the
like
bad negative headlines. Yeah.
a little bit, but that's included. But when I can't sleep, I just get on this kick where I'm watching reel after reel after reel on Facebook. And I'm just scrolling. Watch a little bit. You know, there comes a point when all the normal and reasonable things that you would find on the internet run out. You start to get to the edges of the internet. And as you get to the edge of the internet, you find some strange videos.
Doom and gloom.
Find some unhinged things. And I found this video last night. And I was like, you know what? This is so weird. And it made me laugh. I mean, I was dying laughing at this. But I was like, I need to share this. I need to share this with the guys. I need to share this with Bacon this morning. So this was at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning that I found this video.
It was going to be my birthday. But I was hit by an ice cream truck before I could have my party. I'm dead now, and I'm in heaven. You see, that's why my parents didn't pick up the cake at the bakery. Oh, I'm not mad at the ice cream truck driver. Even though he was drunk when he hit me. It didn't hurt much.
Just doing her best Shirley Temple.
As the sting of a bumblebee. I'm really happy here. You know, I'm glad the driver was drunk. If he hadn't have been, I might never have got to heaven for years and years and years. I would have had to go to the high school first, and then to beauty college, and I would have had to get married and have babies and everything. And now I can just play and play and play. Everybody up here is happy. The animals, the dead soldiers, the people who went to the electric chair, and everything. Nobody's mad. We're all too busy playing shuffleboard. So if you think of killing anybody, don't worry about it.
Don't worry
Just
about
go
it.
right ahead and do it. Whoever you do it to should kiss you for doing it. Oh, the soldiers just love the shrapnel and the tanks and the bayonets. And the dum-dums that let them play shuffleboard all the time and drink beer. I'm Wanda Jill, and today was going to be my birthday.
I just wonder who makes that kind of thing. Remind who watches it.
I think this is an anti-drunk driving commercial, isn't it?
I don't know, whatever it is, but
pretty sure.
If you're thinking about killing somebody, just go right ahead and do it. They should kiss you for it. Oh my gosh.
Wonder June.
You know, we talk about making the best of things. Do you know, have you ever met anybody that's just like perpetually positive?
Yeah.
You know, you might say, you might say toxically positive.
Yeah,
that video kind of reminded me of that a little bit.
When there's a plane crash and only 100 people die, and there could have been 200 people on it.
There's only 100. That also reminds me of that clip. Let's see if I can find it real quick. JD Vance is talking with the news reporter. Yeah, here it is. Let me grab this real quick for us. This is crazy. So, you know, there's a Venezuelan gang in Colorado that was taken over.
Apartment complex.
Was taken over.
In
yeah,
Aurora.
that's right.
Yeah.
Apartment complexes in Aurora.
Yeah.
And so JD Vance was.
I hope they get video of the raid on January 21st.
Right.
That might be interesting to see.
Yeah. So JD Vance is doing a news interview with Martha Raddatz at ABC News, right?
Okay.
And he starts talking about how the apartment complexes, you know, and how this gang has taken over this town in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
And the reporter is so set on fact checking Vance that she says one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. And Vance calls her on it. Check this out. This is hilarious.
Stop you. The incidents were limited to a handful of apartment complexes, and the mayor said our dedicated police officers have acted on those concerns. A handful of problems.
Only, Martha, do you hear yourself? Only a handful of apartment complexes in America were taken over by Venezuelan gangs, and Donald Trump is the problem and not Kamala Harris's open border? Americans are so fed up with what's going on, and they have every right to be.
That was such an own.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But
So,
Vance is an intelligent guy. So
he really is. And she just fell right into that one. But toxic positivity. It was only a handful of apartment complexes that was taken over by this Venezuelan gang, and families were displaced. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. The cops are
Dan
dealing with the
Aykroyd
concerns.
on the Saturday Night Live news talking to Jane Curtin and just calling her an ignorant S.
Ignorant.
You know? But Vance is a lot more intelligent and sets her straight pretty well.
Sometimes I feel like I'm living in a strange movie that like isn't real. Like this can't be real.
Hamalana. Exactly right, Hamalana.
Yeah, I hear these people talking. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it, man. It's crazy. Only a handful, but yeah, I really love the. If you're feeling like killing somebody, just go right ahead.
Yeah, they'll thank you for it.
That's gonna get clipped.
Oh yeah, that's gonna
Anyway.
get clipped, and this episode is definitely struck, guys. Definitely.
We're already past that with the vacation clip.
Yeah, we're well past.
Yep. Oops.
We're all past anything reasonable. So we're gonna cover a little news next.
Dr. Mask's retro elixir says he swears he's seen that girl somewhere. I'm pretty sure that was a young Pamela Ferdin. Used to be the voice of Lucy on the early Peanut cartoons.
Yeah, she was doing a real.
She has been everywhere.
No, he was drunk.
Like her in the 70s and 80s, she was everywhere.
Man, she was killing it. She was acting her butt off there.
And she's a good actress.
Great. Yeah. Here we go. Got some news this morning. Some good news, actually. Image launches a new Invincible Universe series with a blind bag program. Any idea what a blind bag program is there, guys?
No.
No, I'll tell you about it. I'll tell you all about it. So first off, Kirkman and Otley reunite to tell the story of the Battle Beast. So this isn't going to be the Invincible guy. This is going to be this other dude, Battle Beast, which is a pretty cool looking character. It's pretty neat. It's pretty BA. So Invincible co-creators Robert Kirkman and Ryan Otley are getting together again for a new ongoing series, Invincible Universe Battle Beast, which Image Comics will launch in April of 2025. The series, the first addition to the Invincible in 7 years, fills in the story of Battle Beast, who first appeared in Invincible number 19. Longtime fans will know there's a massive gap in Battle Beast's appearance in the series between Invincible issue 19 and issue 55. Kirkman said in a statement accompanying the announcement, there's a lot of story to tell. You know, that could be true of anything. There's a lot of story to tell. The first issue of Invincible Universe Battle Beast will be released on April 16, 2025. You know, I think that title might get a little old. People are just going to start calling it Battle Beast. But with a main cover by Ryan Otley and Annalisa Leone, an open-to-order variant by David Finch. Ooh, Finch is a great artist. And additional variants by E.J. Sue, a 1 for 10, and a Kale Nugu. I got it. That was right. Sure. Arthur Adams, John Boy Meyer, as well as a signed and CGC graded foil cover by Otley and Leone. Battle Beast die-cut foil cover by Otley and Leone, and an original art sketch cover by Otley. Wow. They are stacking up the covers. Is no one learning? Is no one learning that You don't need 1,000 variants if your story is good. With this issue, Image is launching a blind bag option. Here's the blind bag, guys. You're going to love this. Chat, let us know if you're going to like this blind bag or not. They got a blind bag option that allows the buyer to get any of the listed variants or a rare surprise comic, which may or may not be Invincible Battle Beast comic at all. The surprise comics will not be announced until the release date. So I could go and say, give me a blind bag, and I may not even get this issue. I could get any variant of this, or I could get nothing at all that is related to this book. Glenn, brilliant idea or total bollocks?
Rubbish idea. Stupid idea. Because, well, you may not get it. So what's the point?
Right, yeah. Right.
No,
yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea at all.
I'm not really on board with it, but I mean, it's a good idea. Like if you want to, I don't know, like if you're selling, grab bags or something,
You know what I keep seeing repeatedly over the past couple of years is how all these comics and characters and films and all this stuff, they're all relying on a gimmick rather than a good story. I want a comic with a good story in it. I don't need a gimmick of 15 different covers by 17 different artists I've never heard of. Right?
I think my biggest, like Kirkman can write a good story. He's proven it twice.
So,
what was the second one?
Invincible.
Oh, okay. All right.
I liked Invincible.
Oh, that's good.
Good story. Not everybody did, but I did.
I haven't read it.
It's good. Russ says, that's a great idea. I'm going to sell you a book. There's a hook. I might not give it to you. Am I right? Pretty much. That's right. Buy that for $1. So it says, originally created by Kirkman and Corey Walker, 2003, Otley came on board with issue 8. Invincible continues to be a bestseller in collected editions at both comic shops and the book channel. And now we got the gallon. Let's keep it going.
You just got very distant.
I did?
Yeah, just for a second there. You're good now.
There's cover A. There's another cover. Was that an interior page? I can't tell. Could be a splash.
You never know.
Is that Hatch's house?
No.
Or maybe it's a Mario Brothers pipe.
Yeah.
It could be what you never know with Kirkman. It probably is though. Mario Brothers pipe.
There's certainly a wind blowing on there, isn't there? With that cloak. The artwork's pretty good.
Yeah, I like the artwork. It's nice. I'm glad that they didn't show covers, but they showed interiors. That's nice. Here's some more news. Boom Studios. Penguin Random House is taking over Boom Studios distribution. See that? Next summer, of course. Not right now. In a move widely anticipated since Random House Publishing Group acquired Boom Studios in August, PRH has announced that it will assume distribution of Boom Studios titles to all channels next summer. The direct market will be handled by the Penguin Random House direct market and international sales team.
So Random House bought Boom a while ago.
Yep.
Right? And they're just now announcing that they might be distributing their own product. That's news.
Revolutionary, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Makes tons of sense, right? But lo and behold, this is the world we live in. Everyone at Boom Studios is incredibly grateful for the many years of dedicated support and service we have received from both Diamond Comics Distribution and Simon & Schuster. Boom Studios President, Executive Director of Business Management and Publishing Operations. Okay. That's 2 titles. Thank God, because I thought it was one heck of a large title. Executive Director of Business Management and Publishing Operations, Jen Harn, said in a statement accompanying the announcement, "We cannot overstate how critical both partnerships have been in building our business in the direct comic book trade, library, international, and mass markets. As we integrate Boom Studios operations with Penguin Random House, the Penguin Random House, taking full advantage of our new parent scale and global reach, we remain appreciative of all they continue to do for the comic and graphic book industry." Yeah, so they announced in April that they would be they were bought and they move.
It's taken them this long to decide to distribute themselves.
Takes a long time. It's like the old tree ants. Takes a long time to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Mask is wondering how Diamond is still in business. It's a good question. We're not quite sure how they're still out there.
Aren't they still in business because they're the only one?
They were the only one. Yeah.
No, there's 3 of them now.
Right.
But a lot of the retailers are stuck in their ways, and they still keep giving, Diamond business instead of going direct to Simon & Schuster, Random House, in order to get the Marvel and DC books, which is probably a good thing, because Diamond right now, I think, is the only one handling the smaller independent books when they feel it important enough for them to do so. Yeah.
Speaking of retailers that aren't stuck in their ways, thanks for the segue, Randy. We didn't even rehearse that. It's fantastic. GameStop has pivoted. Collectibles pivot finally working for GameStop. So they're not really carrying games as much anymore. Category massively outperforming video games. So GameStop has been pivoting to collectibles since at least 2016, when it targeted $1 billion in sales in the category by 2019. Over the 8 years since that, they vow to be a leader in collectibles. GameStop has tried a lot of tactics, including movie merch, which led to heavy markdowns, periodical comics, which is tested beginning in 2018, but exited shortly thereafter. So they tried comics that didn't work. It's unfortunate. And Euro games, which also didn't last long. Now, while GameStop will not hit $1 billion in collectible sales in 2024, it may have finally found a way to use its vast brick and mortar footprint to make money on something other than video games and related products. In GameStop's fiscal quarter 3, it ended November 2nd, 2024, report, they released this on Tuesday, collectibles massively outperformed video game software and hardware after the chain began buying high-grade TCGs, or trading card games, through its store and selling them on the GameStop website in the previous quarter. Interesting. And they were offering substantial trading cards, games, trading cards, and merch. Oh, we got to pause for a second, guys. I have just the clip.
Moment of silence.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, everyone's gay once in a while.
GameStop should be doing their own comics. Pedro!
Oh no, it's Pedro.
Hey,
oh no,
doing,
it's Pedro.
Sir?
Oh no, yeah. Pedro.
How you doing, guys?
All right, man. How are you? It's good to see you.
I'm working
that
in
should be a
Latin American
sitcom.
time.
Yeah.
I'm working in Latin American time. Like I got distracted editing, and then I saw Bacon on YouTube.
You're like, oh crap.
No, I felt like the bus left. Like when you were going to school and the bus just goes in front of your house. It felt like that.
Oh,
so
no. Yeah.
I'm here now.
Pedro made it.
Yeah.
Oh man, you missed some good stuff already.
Yeah, dude. I wanted to be here, man. Like I was bacon tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's what I get for being Latin American.
Yeah. To continue with the article, overall sales were down 20.2% from the same quarter in the previous year, with video games hardware sales down 28% and software down 15.4%. Collectible sales were down only 3.7% from 177.6 million in quarter 3 of 2023 to 171.1 million in quarter 3 of 2024. This continues the trend from last quarter when collectibles were down 18% versus a 31% overall decline. So GameStop is not doing well.
No.
It's likely that a substantial portion of the declines are attributed to stores closing, which will not be disclosed until the fiscal year end.
I love the deflection. Like, it's not because the product they're making nobody wants, and because all customers are deplorables. And
it's not because people are literally buying video games from the video game console, like wherever that place.
Yeah, from
not just that, but the current games are so bad.
Yeah,
that they're going out to the media replay stores and buying the older games and playing those instead.
You know how much you can get the Suicide Squad game right now on Steam? For $1. A 70-something dollar, you can get it for $1. Now we have a store here called Todo a Dólar, which means everything at $1.
Okay.
And basically, you go there and you get like flip-flops and whatnot. They should make like a dollar store for shitty video games. That would be a nice revenue stream there.
I think those are called Ollie's.
Yeah,
that's a great idea.
Yeah, but online, just like a hall of shame. Okay, these games.
I am never gonna financially recover from this.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm so thankful that in 2020, when the pandemic hit, we were able to discover the Tiger King.
Yeah. That guy, like, yeah. He could walk by you at a grocery store. You wouldn't know, like, even like the beginning of the story of that guy. It was like, oh, a guy with a mullet. Hell, man.
Yeah.
So much
weird
more.
Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as was the case last quarter, GameStop lost money on operations, $33.4 million for the quarter, worse than the $14.7 million loss in the year-ago quarter, but made money after interest on its meme stock fueled $4.6 billion in cash hoard, and taxes were included. Meme stock.
Memes. What's a meme stock?
Okay. You know what I mean? Like, you know what digital coin is?
Oh yeah, what they were saying. Like,
meme
we
coin.
like the stock. We like the stock with the GameStop. That was a big thing a couple of years back when people like didn't allow GameStop to go bankrupt, right? That's what they mean.
No, meme stock.
No. Okay. Sorry.
Here's a nice little. What are meme stocks?
And
are they real investments? First off, no, they're not real investments. A meme stock refers to the shares of a company that have gained viral popularity due to the heightened social sentiment. Social sentiment is usually due to activity online. Most recently, there was a meme coin.
Yeah.
That was dropped.
The Haktua girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but then I was right because I do remember. I mean, I was right in a coconut kind of way, but I was right because that was a big meme thing when nobody was letting like GameStop drop, so everybody was buying the stock, even though as a joke.
Right. Yeah.
And a lot of hedge fund guys like lost their shirt because they were ready to drop it, and it's like, oh, we're gonna make our money now, and they couldn't because the stock kept getting higher and higher. It's just a stock like let's make these idiots lose money. I remember that.
So you guys are familiar with Haley Welsh, right?
With the
remember that Hawk Tua got a spit on that thing?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that girl. she got a podcast, and she's writing about her. She's about 14 minutes of her 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
And she started a cryptocurrency, a meme coin, is what they call it, and they did a rug pull. So 17% of the coin was pre-sold to some group that was owned by insiders, and then when it launched, everybody bought, and it skyrocketed. And then 30 minutes later, this other group sold their 17% of the coin, and at a massive, super massive profit, and that made the coin drop because, you know, it's just like with any stock. When people start selling stock, the value of the stock goes down because there's, there's no money in there anymore. So so that was good stuff. That was fun. Yeah. So GameStop is counting on their meme stock. It's helping them out, right? So GameStop is doubling down on the graded card parts of its business. It's become an authorized PSA dealer in October. Wow, that's fun. Yeah. So GameStop is going to be very little games.
What is PSA?
PSA, like at the end of He-Man episodes?
Yeah, public service announcement.
Yeah.
That's what you would think, right?
I believe
it. Yeah.
They use the same GameStop GameStop photo everywhere. PSA, GameStop corporate, has teamed up with the collectors via their professional sports authenticator.
Oh, okay. PSA.
PSA.
Oh, yeah. Of course, that's what it is.
They're grading sports cards now.
Good giddy.
Which last night, it's yesterday, so I volunteered this thing called the Powerhouse. We have some fun over there. We're just gonna give the kids something to do after school. And one of them had a Kobe Bryant trading card. The money that he was putting in a case, and we talked about getting it graded. So I guess you can go to a GameStop to get that graded.
That's kind of morbid. Do they have a card for the helicopter?
Dude.
Sorry. I am sorry.
Doom and gloom coming soon.
Yes.
I'm sorry. It's a weird morning.
You're evil.
Yeah, I know. Oh.
Guys, we got to look at the numbers. We have to look at the numbers. So we have November 2024 book scan numbers. Top 20 author manga, superhero graphic novels with actual sales. I like that. They always have to put in there with actual sales because they don't normally offer that.
Yeah.
As always, it's a very limited number of people that use book scan, and so they've taken the numbers from those retailers that do so. In the superhero graphic novel, our top 20 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin hardcover.
So they only
still
sold
selling.
6,000 copies
last month.
That's this month or last month.
Yeah, it's the number of this website. So
okay.
And that's what the limited amount of stores that they keep track with. So
Right.
it does not really reflect the overall market. They just kind of hope it does.
Yeah. And it doesn't really reflect that book's overall sales because it's been out for a while.
Yeah.
But as you'll notice, a lot of these are books that have been out for a while.
Yep.
Right? I think content continues to sell. Like Batman Year One. How long has that been out?
20 years.
20 years, yeah.
And it hit number 3?
Yeah.
So Batman Year One is still selling nearly 3,000 a month.
Yeah.
And it's 25 years old.
Yeah. 20, 25 years. Yeah. So that's
Miller's getting
probably
a
the
lot.
last best thing that Miller wrote.
Miller gets a lot of checks.
I must be the only person who's ever bought that one.
I got the original floppies. It's not a bad story.
Grey Wolf says, I wish I could sell 3,000 copies.
Yeah.
We all.
6,000 copies, yeah.
Don't we all?
We all do.
Caleb says that GameStop once sold retro games, then stopped for newer games just to have them phased out by digital content. Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much how it goes.
Mhm.
Welcome, Dwight McPherson. Hey guys,
Dwight.
good to have you here.
Hey, Dwight. That's a very uncommon name down here.
Welcome, Doug. It's good to see you here. Good morning. Gray Wolf, good to have Gray Wolf here.
Yeah.
Having a good time this morning. Batman Hush, also a very old book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
2,500
But
copies.
the compact comic, DC Compact Comics Edition?
Yeah, that's a new format they're trying out.
Oh, okay. I see.
Shrinking them
And
down, baby.
instead of reprinting the really good classic stuff, they're grabbing the more modern stories and hoping that everybody still wants to read them. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Hush is a really good story, so
Mm-hmm.
I think people will want to read it.
Yeah, Jeff Loeb is a solid writer.
Well, apparently 2,500 of them other people thought so in November, so it's all good.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, the compact edition.
There's a compact edition right there.
Yeah, the compact career she had.
Mm-hmm.
Compact career.
Well, she'll end up being richer than all of us, though.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There they are, right there. That's the compact editions there. Yeah.
There's smaller. There's smaller versions.
Yeah.
So it's just shrunk down.
When I think Alex Ross, I want to see it in the smallest book possible. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Tim Sale should do real good there. I don't know how Watchmen looks. I still haven't seen one of these in my hand to see how it looks. I hope they look good. But I'll tell you, if it's the same format that they reprinted the Marvel Masterworks series in, it's atrocious.
Okay.
No good.
You know what I mean?
But you can see the price points
I hope
are
it's not. Yeah.
Are lower?
$10.
$10.
Yeah.
$8 here.
But still,
So
like
they're
comic
sub
book readers are
$10
getting-
for a graphic novel.
Yeah, but comic book readers are getting older, not younger. So making it harder for them to read stuff by making it smaller.
Right, but
You get a free
the
magnifying
large
glass.
pen. Start making those graphic novels in tabloid.
Yeah, exactly. Just
You get a free eye test and a free magnifying glass.
yeah.
Love to see Alex Ross's stuff printed like they used to in the old Treasury size editions. He'd take out a big Batman or a big Wonder Woman book that was Treasury size, just beautiful. Yeah.
I mean, but this is not a bad idea. I think it's a great idea. I mean, especially because we know digest-sized comics or smaller comics are cheaper to print, so you can sell them at a lower price with a higher margin. I mean, whenever you can lower the cost and also increase your margin, it makes good business sense.
They should definitely have those, absolutely, but they should be also having the in the other direction as well. There should be good coffee table books on a lot of this stuff. And
Old man Hojo knows. He's like, I can read them without reading glasses, but they're still well at his LCS. So there's that. So this is a shut up Pedro moment.
Yeah.
Hey, there's our favorite Chris.
$30. Yeah, those Treasury editions are commanding larger prices at every show. I'm really surprised at how they're jumping now. But it's great stuff. You know, that Doctor Strange book was probably 100 pages of fantastic Ditko, maybe a little bit of Will Everett or Bill Everett in there. But
that could be it.
Great
that
stuff.
Could be it also, like trying to fool manga readers into buying comic books.
Could be.
That could be
Hojo
too.
says that they're selling really well.
Yeah.
At the local
Can't read them
comic
without
shop.
reading glasses.
He can't read them without reading glasses.
I mean,
I'm like, this
Old
is
Man
so
Hojo.
small. We got some of those Jimmy Dean's little sausage sandwiches.
Yeah.
And I pulled the bag out and I'm like, how am I supposed to read the heating instructions on this?
Yeah, really.
That's how I know I'm getting old because I'm like, I can't see. I can't see anything.
You're
I have
not
a doctor's
getting
appointment
old.
next
They're just
Tuesday.
getting cheaper in their packaging. That's all.
Yeah, I got a doctor's appointment Tuesday. I'm actually going to ask for referral to an optometrist so that I can get my eyes checked because I'm noticing that crap's blurry a lot.
Yeah.
It happens
I'm like,
when you
why
get
is that blurry? Like, yeah.
Yep.
And I use a 24-inch tablet, drawing tablet, and I just saw that they got a 27-inch now.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'll be able to see even more.
Todd McFarlane says you should not go 27. It's too big.
Yeah, it's too big.
And he would know.
You would know. But I'm overcompensating for something. My eyesight. I'm overcompensating.
Is
for
that
my
what it is?
eyesight? Yes. Yeah. I think the compact editions are a good idea. And
Oh
I
no,
don't
if
know.
it sells, absolutely. But
Exactly, if it's selling.
there's also a need to go even cheaper because there's all of these dollar stores and 5 and below out there. They could be printing the really old, real classic stories, even in black and white, and probably selling the hell out of them if they bothered to do it.
Hojo, for the record, tonto is not well used. That's kind of like nerdy. If you want to go real Spanish, it's cállate idiota. That's that's
All
what works.
So, Dr. Mask,
Uh-huh.
have you held one of these new digests or one of these new compact editions? Is it the 5 by 6.5?
No, I don't think
or
they're
is it smaller?
they're that digest size. I don't
Are they
think
bigger?
they're that small. I think they're a little bigger. Yeah, it's old.
He couldn't remember how to spell that, Pedro.
See, he's in the know. I know he's in the know.
So,
It
because
tells
I'm
you
interested in
if you
doing
go
something
back
like
up,
that with
you'll
all of.
see the size.
Oh, up here?
Back up on the keep going.
Yeah, this is 5 wide by 6.5 tall. I think they're
Tells you
taller than that.
size. It was. I just read it before. It was
Does it?
just a bit smaller than the regular one. Yeah, but further up. But anyway, don't matter.
That's the top.
Well, previously, whatever. Doesn't matter. Carry on.
Here we are.
Glenn had a moment.
Court of Owls.
I give up.
Compact edition.
Uh-huh.
Did really well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Tim
The
Sale,
Killing
isn't it?
Joke.
No, Kelly Jones.
No, The Killing Joke, again, a very old book.
Yeah.
It's Bowling.
Deluxe edition, sold
Yeah.
2100.
Yeah, written by the sorcerer, Alan Moore.
Yeah. So let's take a look at. Now there we go. Now there's some decent units.
Okay. So this is Korea versus Japan, basically. Yep.
Solo. Leveling volume 10
Yeah.
and 9. So 9 came out, I think, last month.
Mm-hmm.
And look at that. Like they're
moving
or Olympus.
units.
They're moving units. People are excited about these books. But the lowest
In the middle of all of that was
Volume
a
3 of
Hobbit.
Solo.
There's a Hobbit graphic novel right there at number 6.
Yeah.
William
Tolkien.
Morrow. Yeah.
So
Look at that Calvin and Hobbes there. I mean, Bill Watterson hasn't done Calvin and Hobbes for about 30 years, has he? And he's still selling stuff.
Portable Compendium, Book 1, Set 1. Yeah, that the only way you can get Calvin and Hobbes here in the States is in the collections like that, though. That's the
Right.
only way you can buy it, and it's all real classic material, and it's very evergreen.
Yeah.
I mean, Shugon
It's still
is
great
like,
reading.
this dude's like the whole thing. Like he's just pretty much like he is the top 20.
Yeah. The
then
thing
we've
with
got,
that series,
graphic
like
novels.
that series was doing well, but then they came up with the animated series, and it just exploded. So he's untouchable for the next couple of months.
Manga's doing really well too.
Yeah.
The top 3, 4 are all doing really well.
Okay, Gurabachi.
Yeah.
16,000 units. One Piece, volume 107, 15,000 units.
Yeah.
I'll never catch up with One Piece.
That's
It's
more
just-
than One Piece.
Dude, it's longer than the Bible. And
Here's
Oh,
volume
that-
29, a little
just
lower.
the just the omnibus.
That's volume
edition, volume
107, number 2.
Yeah.
What happened in 29 to make it so people want to read it? Major Battle?
I have no idea.
What,
I don't
One
follow-
Piece?
Yeah.
No, One Punch Man.
No, One Piece got a live action
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Netflix.
On
made.
Netflix,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. And it was great. So I watched it just for watching it.
Yeah.
And then I started watching the cartoon or the anime.
Oh, yeah.
The animation. And then I tried to start reading it, and I'll never catch up. It's
Nope.
pointless. It's a pointless endeavor for me at this point.
I mean, we are adults with responsibilities. We can't start One Piece at our age.
Nope, not possible. So that is the
It's a One Piece omnibus mixed in there, too.
guys. Unfortunately, we do have a little. We do have some doom and gloom.
There we go.
So our main topic today, I want to discuss this. I didn't know if you guys knew about this or heard about it, but I know that it's literally causing people some issues.
Doom and gloom coming soon.
Canada Post is on strike, and they've been on strike. And we were going to have Mad Ruth here today to talk about it, to kind of discuss from his perspective, because he's been selling things on eBay, and he lives in the Great White North. And he's been having some real issues with getting product out to customers because of this whole thing. And we're not quite sure when this is going to end. This has been November 27th was the last this was updated. But this is what you need to know about your mail during the Canada Post strike. So here's what's going on. And this is from the CBC. It's like Canada Broadcasting or whatever. This is their news. So this is an official website. Canada Post has stopped delivering mail across the country because tens of thousands of postal workers are on strike over wages, working conditions, and other issues. The shutdown affects millions of Canadians and businesses nationwide during the busy holiday season. Talks fell apart on Wednesday after a mediator decided the union and the company were too far apart on key issues to be productive anymore. Here's what you need to know.
I could imagine that discussion. Screw you, eh? No, screw you, buddy, eh? Screw you, eh?
Hey, no offense, but you're a hoser.
You're a hoser, eh?
No, hey, I don't mean anything bad by it, but I wish you were dead.
Eh? Yeah. What are you talking about?
You're fat and ugly, and your wife is very sad because she married a fool.
Yeah, dude. I love Canada.
No disrespect or anything.
Yeah, I love Canada, man.
I do.
Yeah.
I love my Canadian brothers and sisters. Canada Post has stopped delivering mail across country. Oh, I've read that part. Canada Post isn't processing or delivering any mail and parcels as long as the strike lasts.
Wow.
Some post offices will also be closed for items that are already in the mail. What happened? It moved.
Yeah. Oh, you had a change in the ad.
Oh, the ad changed.
Yeah, there you go. Now, it may take some time.
There it is. It may take some time for the mail service to return to normal, even after the strike ends, according to the statement. You have tons of backup.
Yeah, of course.
Like tons and tons of backup. Can I drop parcels? Can I drop letters or parcels in the mail? No. Canada Post has said it isn't accepting new items until the national disruption is over. Jim Bookbinder, he's in the wrong business.
Yeah.
Hey man, I wonder what his great grandfather did.
Yeah.
Probably was a bookbinder.
No, he laid roofs.
A management sciences professor at the University of Waterloo in Ontario said an alternative courier service could be worth considering if you need to have an important piece of mail delivered on time or ensure a gift arrives in time for the holidays. Now, I know UPS is delivering. They're delivering things. But I also have heard that the workers, the postal workers, are pressuring other companies not to deliver mail, not to come in and step in.
In solidarity and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. This is where Craig would have been great to talk about because he's got a little more inside knowledge than what I do. So I am waiting for a new passport. Will it still come in the mail? Service Canada said the labor disruption will delay passport delivery for people who did not pay for pickup service. Waiting on a passport, you didn't pay for it. It's not coming. Applicants who applied by mail and require a passport urgently may contact the call center or visit a passport office in person, depending on the situation. We may be able to transfer their application to a Service Canada location with pickup service. Service Canada said in a statement to the CBC News. What about mail from other major couriers? Purolator is a subsidiary of Canada Post. The Union for Purolator Workers has said staff will not handle mail that originated with Canada Post in an act of solidarity. In a statement on Saturday, Purolator did not mention any solidarity work actions on the part of its workers, but said that it is well prepared and ready to deliver continued success for customers during the Canada Post strike, adding, "We expect that our network and service will not be impacted." The company said that there are more than 2,900 Purolator locations across the country, and that nearly 3/4 of Canadians live within 3 kilometers of a drop-off location. So it sounds like maybe they're not on the same page.
Yeah.
Amazon said that Canada Post only delivers a small percentage of its packages. An emailed statement to CBC News said the company will communicate with customers regarding any orders that might be affected. UPS Canada has not responded to a request for comment. How does this affect rural communities? They're still hit particularly hard. Rural and remote communities across the country rely solely on Canada Post for deliveries because many private for-profit courier companies don't spend the money to full service those areas. In some cases, couriers send mail part of the way, but it's Canada Post that carries the package for the last few kilometers. That's going to impact because there's a lot of rural.
Yeah, dude. And what if you're an old lady that needs medication through mail?
Yep.
That's a big problem.
Yeah.
Big problem. Canada Post and the union has agreed to continue delivering government benefit checks, including old age security, the Canada Child Benefit, and the Canada Pension Plan during the labor disruption. A statement said seniors and others who rely on the mail service will still receive timely financial assistance.
Okay.
The corporation said all November checks should have been delivered on Wednesday, November 20th. December checks would arrive on Wednesday, December 18th. Service Canada has urged Canadians to set up online accounts and direct deposit so they can receive their benefits without delay. The government department has more information, if you click there, on which services may or may not be affected by the strike. What about bank statements? Service Canada, several Canadian banks have reminded customers to switch to online statements and e-banking. CIBC said customers are still required to make regular payments and meet financial obligations on credit cards, loans, and mortgages when the post is disrupted. Other banks, including the Scotiabank and BMO, have issued similar statements. The Canadian Federation of Independent Business said 80% of the country's small businesses rely on Canada Post for shipping goods, invoicing, and receiving payments. President Dan Keeley said the strike is really bad timing and terrible blow to small businesses, especially after the port strike in BC earlier this year. We're just getting the ports back in operation, and now retailers may start to receive goods again that were frozen in the ports for a while, but now they're going to struggle to get them out of their end consumer, because of the postal strike. You know, Trudeau's done such a great job in that country.
Yeah.
Did you see where Trump joked about making them the 51st state?
Yeah.
We offer billions in aid and support to Canada. Why? Because of this. Because they're so poorly mismanaged by their government. This is ridiculous.
No, we'll see that pendulum swing back. I think he's
Yeah,
having a
we
real.
will.
His whole political party's having a rough time right now.
Yeah, they're not beloved.
Yeah.
No.
On top of that, we could probably take them as a 51st state.
It's a lot of territory, but it's not that many people, right?
No.
Right, yeah. Well, we make it the 51st and 52nd state.
Mm-hmm.
No, we
keep the
take
liberals on
the
one side
Dakotas
and the
and
conservatives on the
turn.
other.
We take the Dakotas and turn them into one state. Take the Carolinas and turn them into one state, and the Virginians into one state, and split Canada up into 3-4 states. That
You know,
and stay 50.
the problem is with the electorate and the voters that are over there. You get a lot of the rural. You don't want these big cities,
Ontario,
making
and-
liberal decisions for the rural
Make the
people.
Democrats happy for a cycle or two. Yeah.
You know what? I used to be a Democrat. At this point, I am happy if the Democrats are never happy. They've screwed things up so bad. They're terrible. Absolutely terrible. They try to play on people's their compassions when they don't care about this kind of things at all.
Yeah.
They're terrible, terrible, terrible people. Bookbinder, the University of Waterloo professor, said retailers would consider alternatives like FedEx or UPS, but noted mailing parcels would likely cost 30 to 40% more in shipping. See, that's the problem.
Does that now?
Now
anyway.
you're not making any money. Yeah, now you're not making money. What does this mean for letters to Santa? This is a big deal.
Okay.
CBC News has contacted Canada Post and the Canadian Union on postal workers about Canada Post holiday tradition. The corporation responded with an email saying the strike has impacted Canadians, small businesses, as well as our ability to get mail to and from Santa in the North Pole. It did not provide further details on the letter program. So kids, if you're Canadian, no Christmas for you this year, because Canada Post and the company, the corporation, the business, the country, they can't get in line with each other. No Santa.
Yeah. Okay. They're criticizing. Yeah, they're criticizing Randy on his idea of uniting the Carolinas, I guess.
As a North Carolinians, up yours, Randy.
Yeah. Very succinct, like criticism to your political statement.
If Canada became a state, they'd turn the U.S. communist.
They're not that many. That's the thing.
No, Canadians are not
Honestly,
that many. I don't think they would. Not how the pendulum is swinging right now.
Yeah.
and we have said here on this program many times that they pushed the pendulum past its natural swing point, its natural what's the word? It means it's natural
apex.
The highest point. Apex, thank you. Its natural apex. They've pushed it past, and now it's going to swing back really hard.
It's swing hard.
Hard.
Just swing hard.
Hard.
Brother. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna they got too greedy, too fast, and they just didn't understand that apparently they skipped social studies.
No, they assumed
skipped,
everybody was
the
an
history.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, you silly, simple bastard.
Well-read comics.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Definitely check out Well-Read's channel. Some great reviews of books. Very thoughtful, very insightful, very unbiased. If you want to really know what your book is doing and how well it needs and what it can do to be better, check out Well-Read's channel. Very good stuff over there. So, can the government order workers back to work? The government has the power, but so far hasn't planned to use it. Canadian Labour Minister Stephen McKinnon said binding arbitration, which would send staff back to work, was not on the table as of Wednesday. That is not in the cards, McKinnon told reporters in Ottawa. Rihanna Schmunk did a good job on this.
Awesome last name.
It is an awesome last name. It's a great picture of her too.
That looks doctored.
That's AI.
That's
not real.
That's not real.
That's not real.
Nope.
She's an AI. She's not real.
Imagine if she was real and she shows up just looking like that. That would freak me out. Like, ah!
Yeah.
Jesus, lady.
Yeah. So, real world scenario situation. This is affecting people on Fund My Comic. In fact, in some cases, it's making it difficult for us to even be able to plug in people's addresses, especially if they're more rural.
Gotcha.
Because there's not a shipping option to that location. We can grab their address and then we put it in. We can manually put it in, but no one's delivering to them, you know.
I don't know. I don't know if it's because Panama is smaller, but we have an infrastructure down here where they don't deliver to your house. It comes to an office. It's not a post office. It's a private office, and they ship in bulk. So I don't know, if somebody has the funds to do that in a bigger.
We have a similar situation here. We do have something similar here, but it is post offices, small little post offices. That so like the town we were looking at a house in, they don't deliver mail to the houses; it's delivered to that, and then you go pick it up. Everyone's
but it's still a government office, right?
Yeah, it's government. Yeah.
Okay, because what I'm talking about, these are guys that like basically set up a couple of mailboxes in Miami, for example. And they will deliver everything you ask from Amazon or whatever you need in the state. They will come there, and they'll ship it in a container in bulk, so it's cheaper to them. And they charge you a fee once it gets to Panama. And they have like different offices throughout the country, and you just go and you pick it up. And I don't know, like maybe it's because Panama is smaller that you don't need that much infrastructure to start a business like that. But this is a business opportunity for somebody who could have the funds. You know what I mean?
It really is, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, it's something to explore. Like,
I know Craig, Mad Ruth Comics, is struggling because he has packages that are supposed to go out, and they're stacked up. They're at the door. They're ready to go. But he lives in a very rural area. There's, it's impacting his business. So what really intrigued me about this is that all these, the port is finally catching up. But now the mail is not going to be delivered. And this is historically the best time for retailers. It's the best time for small businesses, for comic book creators, anybody that does, like games and stuff like that. These are great gifts for people for the holidays. And it's all getting, bound up and over there, which we already know the economy there's going to get impacted is being impacted, and it's going to get impacted even further as long as Trudeau has the open border policy that he has and on their immigration, because there's a lot of illegal migrants and drug, not just pouring over the southern border, but also our northern border, right? So Trump's solution to this, when he gets in, is going to be a 5% tariff on all product coming in from those countries until they shore up their borders, right? And that it's going to hurt their economy even further, as long as they kind of And the solution is easy. Well, if you don't want your economy to crash, then stop letting illegals and drugs into your country.
Yep.
Which I think their citizens would enjoy.
Yeah. You know what, Trent? I'm really not. Now that you're talking about immigrants and whatnot, like the U.S. is negotiating with countries to receive immigrants, and Panama's on that list. I don't like that idea.
Yeah, we're gonna send them to Pedro.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like Americans think we all love each other down here, and we don't. And
we know you don't.
Yeah, and it's gonna be horrible. Because the things that they stayed here for a couple of years while they were in transit to the U.S. and we already hate them, so they come back now.
Now they're coming back. Oh.
Yeah, dude, it's not gonna be good.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So this is really impacting. We talk about the big businesses, we talk about the mail and all that, but it's impacting anybody that has backers or customers in Canada.
Yeah.
So we're seeing the impact on all of our stuff.
Yeah.
I'm getting deported to Pedro's house. Get the couch ready.
I have rooms, so yeah, you don't need to sleep on the couch, sir.
All right,
I have
guys.
room.
Our final segment for today.
Yeah.
Guys, this is the campaign we're trying to promote today. There's just a mere 5 days left on this one.
Nice.
Silverline Comics presents to you Beyond the Stars, books 1 through 4. So 4 is the new issue. Let's take a look at this video.
Whoa. Hey.
I'll get there.
Hey, take it easy. What's going on?
I don't know, man.
I know it looks amazing.
Looks amazing.
Here we go. We've got it real big for you guys. Here's the covers.
Blurred to me.
It doesn't look blurred.
Yeah.
Let me. Am I zooming out? There we go.
Yeah,
I hit the wrong button again.
No, it looked blurred because you were moving it so fast.
Oh. Look how far I can zoom in on this.
There you go. Whoa.
This is nuts, man.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know I could do that. I discovered that today. I was today's years old when I figured this out. This is good.
Oh. I like the painterly space.
Yeah, I like that
thing they got going on. That's cool.
Spaceships are cool.
Yeah. They're not phallic. That's
a neat panel layout there for that page.
Yeah, and they grabbed the hamster ball and turned it into something completely different. Like that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Those like design decisions.
Some original artwork that you can get with this campaign. Yeah. The creators are Ron Fortier.
Yeah.
Andrea Barmita.
Yeah.
Mike W. Belcher is our letterer. Do I get if they put a concept in here? Do they give us words about what the book is about?
It's probably in the video.
There you go.
Here it is. When a galactic spanning entity threatens the empire of man, Heaven's Corp of Science warriors is called upon to save mankind, led by Cal, a fearless servant of the All-Mother, and Professor Yonel Travaine, an expert on lost alien races. Their team will sacrifice all to challenge the unimaginable horror from beyond the stars.
Unimaginable.
Yeah, dude. This sounds like a 1970s like space opera topic. You know, we need more of that. There's no like he's insecure about who he is, and he thinks he's in love with his brother. Like nothing of that. Just adventure.
There is no international shipping.
Yeah.
Or shipping to Canada right now either.
Yeah, shipping to Canada.
Yeah.
Well, it's not difficult to do. It is time consuming adding to every tier. If you are an international backer and you would like to back a physical tier, drop us an email and let us know the tier of the interest in the country of destination, and we'll get that added for you. Yeah, right. Like you could put a blanket worldwide shipping, but that's not very effective these days because the shipping costs are so different. Like it's cheaper to send to the Netherlands. Like we could send there, no problem.
But Australia,
Canada, Australia is expensive. Canada is really expensive, and the UK, but we can send to Israel pretty easy. So really, you want to set up all the.
Yeah.
I'm just saying we can. It's one of those.
I believe
where
you.
I've mailed to Israel and it was not that bad.
Did you just strap stuff to the guns you send there?
Right. We can send stuff to Ukraine for real cheap.
Yeah, for real cheap. Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that you see, I don't have that problem. All the things I want from the U.S. get sent to Miami, and then they come.
They just put it in the mail with the checks.
With the checks
that we're sending them.
Dude, you guys, I sincerely hope Trump put a stop to all of that, man.
I can't imagine he wouldn't.
Yeah.
So you can get the foil cover for $15 on this one.
Mm-hmm.
You can get the standard single issue for $7, and there's a catch-up here. Let's find out how much that catch-up is.
Yeah.
The Completist, $25. Oh wait, that's just for that book. Catch-up tier, $20. Beyond the Stars 1 through 3 and Beyond the Stars 4 cover B or cover C. You get to choose the cover you like.
Nice.
Right there. That's not a bad price. $20 plus shipping.
For 4 comic books? No,
now for 4 comic books, that is a good deal.
Yeah. The PDF. How much is the PDF?
The PDF is $5.
$5? Okay. Cool.
$16 for all 4.
Mm.
Plus you can add on a poster for $1. Look at that. Ooh. That's a nice looking poster.
Yeah.
We need to do an Arrow poster like that.
Yeah.
Put all of our characters on one poster.
Oh, you old
go. Yeah,
man.
guys, check this. Check out this campaign. It has got 5 days left to go. Let me stop it on an image. Something good. There we go. Pop this here in the chat for everyone.
You guys can't
go over there and check out this one.
You guys can't hear the old man barking, right?
Yeah,
we hear it. Yeah, we hear it. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Tell him to shut up.
Dude, he's too old. He won't listen to me.
Shut it. Shut it.
Shut up.
I'm gonna mute.
So every week, we're gonna feature a campaign on Fund My Comic, and hopefully, we'll start to work in interviews with some of the creators. Start, asking them about themselves, about their process, and things like that. Yeah, I think I think that'll be good for today. I think we've got a nice round show. The news is looking pretty good. Still, I really like the spinner rack from last week. I think that was probably one of my favorite bits of news in the last month.
Yeah.
Dr. Mesa is not sure if you're aware, but due to some UN rules or something like that, were put into place when China first entered the world market. It is cheaper to mail things from China than pretty much
anywhere else.
Anywhere else in the world? Pretty much all.
So, ship your stuff to China, and that will be like your hub or something.
No, get it printed in China and sent from there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Get a distribution company.
You probably save on the printing as well.
Yeah. The things like the quality control, though, like how do you take care of that, though? It's so far away.
That's it.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem. You can't.
But you shouldn't have to do that, should you?
Control the quality.
You shouldn't have to go to another country.
You shouldn't have to. It's very unfortunate. Yeah.
Tell my people about that.
The VAT tax thing is something I'm still not.
Yeah.
I haven't really wrapped my brain around that yet. But we have more and more people opting not to send international now. Because it's a real
pain.
It is a pain, where they say it's not difficult to send. I think it is difficult. in some cases.
Yeah.
Because but it is a pain because I can't just each country's different. Can't really drive
shipping from here is really hard because we don't have enough monkeys, and that's the delivery method we choose. So the availability of monkeys, if it's raining, so it's very, very. That's why I don't do like original art, because shipping will kill me. Shipping to the U.S. from Panama is like 100 and something for anything.
Wow.
So just don't do it.
We have the Royal Mail, and on a sort of an internal letter, so to speak. Like if I was going to send a letter to Russ, right? He lives 200 miles from me. And we used to have a system that was first class and second class. First class cost a bit more, but it was guaranteed the next day. You got it in the post for say 4 o'clock today. It will be guaranteed in his front door tomorrow morning or at some point tomorrow. And second class, it takes a couple of days because it's second class.
Yeah.
But now they still have the 2-tier payment system, but first class is not guaranteed. And I don't know what's changed. So whenever I send a letter, I send it second class because it's going to take 4 days anyway. Why pay another 50p? To me that's obvious. So but I don't know I don't understand what's changed with it. I don't understand.
Maybe it's like the prestige of saying you paid first class. And that's about it.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I mean,
no, not at all.
If anybody gets into me, it's second class.
Yeah, some people do.
Well,
and that's a big problem.
Yeah. We have here we have first class mail.
Mm-hmm.
It's only first class mail. And so you have first class mail. It takes 2 or 3 days to get there. And then you've got overnight, like what they call priority. And then there's media mail, which takes longer.
Same thing.
It's cheaper, way cheaper. But you
And
can only ship media. It has to be books.
But it probably it still goes on the same wagon and gets there at the same time.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Doom and gloom, you see. People wonder why I'm such a cynic. It's all going down the pan.
Yeah. Really thinking about it. I look back and, I think, well...
Yay! Think about what you've accomplished.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
The only thing I've accomplished is more frustration with the situation.
Yeah. I mean, the prices just keep going up, and you get less for your dollar now.
Yeah, the thing is, you see, that's the point. You see, the prices go up, but the standard is going down. It's not as if the standard remains the same.
The standard and overall quality of everything is going down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the prices are going up.
Yep.
So I'm going to order one of these compact editions so I can take a look at it because I want to see what the quality is.
I'm curious too.
Because I mean, in a lot of cases, I got the full blown graphic novel of Hush for like $10. So if I'm paying $10 for a smaller version of it, I'm going to check that out.
Yeah.
So again, quality goes down, but the price, it's like reverse inflation in the grocery store, where you're paying the same price for the package, but they're putting less food in the package.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're seeing that in our entertainment as well these days. And I think that's why, GameStop is having the struggles that it's having right now because quite simply, no one's buying physical media anymore. It's all digital, So when we buy a game, if it's a computer game, it's on Steam. But if it's on the Xbox, then we just go, I have Game Pass. And then so we either download it with Game Pass or I go purchase the game there and download it. Because if I go buy the physical media, what do I got to do? I put the disc in and then I have to download it.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm leaving, I'm going to the store, I'm coming back, I'm putting a disc in, let me just skip all of that hassle, and let me just get right to the point. So a lot of physical media it's going the way of the dodo. It's not gonna be around.
That's not good, dude.
Much longer. No, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good for us. As we're moving up, we're packing up down in the basement. We're packing up probably about 100 or so DVDs.
Yep. Did I miss my DVDs, man?
Yeah, they call it shrinkflation. Yeah, shrinkflation. Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, Dr. Mask is turning this into a political rally, but yeah, like we're all down here paying attention to Argentina. Like, dude, that guy went from a 200% inflation to a 2% inflation in 1 year. And he is getting rid of all the fluff in government down there. Like,
he is, yeah.
Like, I'm amazed. I'm amazed at what he's doing, man.
I think that we're going to try to do the same thing here. I like Doge. I like the idea of that.
Yeah.
I really like that a lot of people are
Doge
with that here.
Doge is straight out of Javier Milei's book. The thing is that you don't have a woman ministry, like Argentina did. Like their institutions were completely like bonkers, man. There was like budgets for the investigation on dance, like how dance affects society. Like that was a complete office dedicated to that.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just looking some of these up.
Oh yeah, you were finding like investigations in Africa about like
Yeah.
you wear seatbelts and stuff. Like, duh.
Yeah, duh. Yeah, let me there's that.
No, like it was like, do Africans need to wear seatbelts? If they own a car, yes. If they don't, that's kind of dumb.
Yeah, I gotta find this video. Oh my gosh. Give me a second, guys.
Yeah, that's all right.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Whew.
I mean, we spend money on some really ridiculous things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
What was some about butterflies?
How we are in a year.
I like the way Trump is setting a few goals before he's even in office.
I mean, that's the way to do it if you want to get anywhere.
What you have to do, yeah. He's only going to have 2 years before the next election cycle.
Yeah, I'm not saying that the other people don't do that. I'm just saying that he's announcing it, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's announcing his team, so to speak, like that border guy, and Musk is on there somewhere, isn't he? And all that kind of
I love the border guy.
He's great, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just like, shut up. Yeah.
Everybody loves a border guy. Well, unless you're
Will be the few don't.
Dude, like I would be like in the crossroads of his ire or rage, and I love him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it goes to tell you, like Latin American people are very conservative down here. Like they have
most. I think most Latin Americans are conservative.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't seem to find the right search words to get that video pulled up. This is where we really need like a
bit of preparation.
Producer.
No.
Or we need a producer in the background that's researching stuff. That's pulling up, finding the videos and pull them up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just can't find it. But there's this list of government spending that they're doing, and one of it is like, will seatbelt save lives in the Congo? Yes, if they're driving, yes.
Yeah.
And then there was like $20,000 or for drag shows in maybe I'll look that up.
Okay, so what do you need $20,000 for a drag show? You need a tape, to get the junk flat. How much you pay for that? Like $2.
Depends where you are. $16 in Canada.
Oh, there you go.
But yeah, so they're like, it's research like drag shows in
free if you're illegal.
Like, what country is this?
In Sri Lanka or something.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, some crazy. Like, why do we need to pay for drag shows in there, right?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make just ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah, I can't seem to find the video. Maybe we'll talk about it next week. But yeah, I can't seem to find the videos that I'm looking for right now, and it's pretty good.
Yeah,
maybe it's the UK. Yeah, maybe it's drag shows in the UK. Yeah.
But I mean,
so
like,
we're paying for drag shows over there. Good
that
job.
That would make more sense than a drag show in Sri Lanka. But still, it's ridiculous. But
great spending, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're spending tons of money, like, and it was like cocaine and frogs or something like that. Yeah, there's like just weird stuff like that. We were just ridiculous stuff we're spending tons of money on. And I'm like, yeah, we could reduce the cost of a lot of things just by cutting that. And then the Pentagon, 7 years in a row now, has failed their audit, their spending audit. You know, it's like, where'd this money go? We don't know. Well, what'd you buy? We don't know. So they're just like leaking money like a sieve, and they have no account for anything because they've been able to get a free check. Like, they've just pretty much just, you know, been given a blank check every year to do whatever they want without, you know, with impunity. And so, you know, that's when we start getting problems we don't understand. Like, it's not our business. We stay out of it or whatever. We don't get involved with those things. But eventually it does make its way down and starts to affect us as small business owners, you know. So it does get to us eventually. But
also, another thing that's going to help the world right now is that we are, at least it seems that we're getting away from that, like, green energy and going back to nuclear and oil.
Well, nuclear is actually the cleanest and most efficient energy.
Exactly. No, the thing is that there was a case in Colombia a couple of days back because they had these brand new lithium powered buses, and you know how a lithium battery explodes, right?
Right. Yeah.
So you see a bus in movement with flames just coming. It looked like a rock concert, man. So,
well, you know, once it catches fire, you just have to let it go.
Yeah, exactly. It won't go out. Yeah,
you just have to let it burn. Yeah. That all seems like very good, very smart things to do.
Yeah.
You know, I think you know, we've just, the world's gotten crazy, and it seems like the only one that's really noticed it was Glenn. Glenn knew it all the while.
I mean, Glenn just likes everything, so he's always going to be right at some point.
Yeah. Well, guys, I've got an alarm going off. I don't know if you can hear that in the background or not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is my weather station letting me know that we've got either very, very cold weather or some kind of bad weather coming.
Yeah, it's getting colder up here real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, the temperature's dropping
real hard.
And your boy here has some work to do today. So this has been a fun episode. This episode of In the Mail it's now in the bag, guys. It's done. So thanks panel for being here. You guys know where to find Randy on Friday mornings and on Sunday mornings.
We'll be there.
The show.
We'll be there. We're doing Blueberry, third volume of Blueberry tomorrow morning. Great stuff. Mobius Western, fantastic stuff. And then Sunday we're finishing off Comics by Les Daniels, a history of comic books in America. We still have Marvel and the Underground Movement to take a look at. So, in that book, fun.
One of the cool things that we hopefully will be bringing out to everyone very soon is a plan for the Indie Comics Unlimited, which we've talked about that. We have some plans for that in the works, but we have places to distribute it, but we're trying to get the printing and shipping cost at a reasonable point for us to even be able to work with. And it's well, as you can imagine, it's harder to do than it used to be. You used to be able to easily get reasonable printing and shipping on a product if you wanted to get it out. But I think it's why physical media is having such a hard time right now. Cost of production, cost of shipping. It's going nuts. It's crazy. It's crazy. But check out Glenn over on Amazon. He's got several books over there. Author Glenn B. Fleming. That's 2 N's and 1 M. Not the other way around. Make sure you use the B because there's another Glenn Fleming. 2 N's, 1 M over there. Not nearly as talented, not nearly as handsome. So make sure you check out the real Glenn B. Fleming over there. Got that Kirby book over there and a few other things.
Let me just interrupt you there. A few years ago, I went into a bank, and they were all whispering and pointing at me. Anyway, it turns out that the bank manager had the same name as me. Even the middle name was the same. And thought, and I said, "What's going on?" Because they wouldn't sort of serve me. They were busy looking and pointing, and she said, "The manager wants to see you." And I said, "About what?" And he said, and this girl told me that because I was using his name. And I said, "No." I said, "Sorry, no. He's using my name."
My name. Yeah. I'm the original. He's the facsimile.
Yeah. So,
Did he look like you?
No.
Maybe he was your son, Glenn.
If he was, I was 5 when I had him.
Boy, talk about a playboy.
You're talking about a player. You're a player. We know that.
Yeah, but not when I was 5.
Okay.
What a story, Mark.
There you go.
Anyway, I never got to meet him. He wasn't in that day. I said, "Well, bring him out now. Let's have a talk." And he wasn't there, so.
They thought you wanted to beat him up.
Yeah. But with the audacity of just because he's got the same name, I'm using his name. The audacity. I don't know who he is. It could be anybody. Yeah. But anyway.
This is my name.
Let's go to Amazon and buy all my books. Make me rich.
Yeah, go to Amazon. Yeah, make him rich. They are delivering, unless you're in Canada.
Yeah.
Pedro is, I don't know. He's doing.
Well, I'm working really hard to expose myself. I have nothing to show. Oh, thank you, fish vendor.
To expose himself.
Yeah, I'm working really hard to expose.
That's what she said.
So really soon I'll be exposing a lot of myself, but not now. I'm not ready.
Do it. Do it.
God, do it.
Expose thyself.
Yeah. Freaking fish vendor.
Hooray, fish vendor! Chris says the bank manager wishes he was Glenn.
He does, yeah.
We all wish we were Glenn.
Glenn wishes he was Glenn.
Glenn.
It's a Glenn. It was a Glenn moot.
Yeah.
Guys, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button for more videos coming out. Let us know what kind of content we're going to be doing. Some pre-recorded stuff here on the channel as well. We'll start incorporating some other stuff into what we do. Every Thursday morning, we're going to be back here for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, who knows, as long as we see fit, depending on our mood and the content for the day.
And the fish vendor.
And the fish
vendor.
And
Yeah,
the dog.
we do appreciate you guys joining us, hanging out with us. Remember, let's try to stay positive out there. There is hope around the corner, and we will find a way together. We're going to leave that wood pile higher than we found it. We're going to build up more than we tear down. Because, as Randy says, hating ain't creating, my friends. So go out there, have a great week, be productive, and be careful.
Let's be careful out there. Let's be careful out there. We had a 187 at the 7-Eleven on the corner of 4th and Main. 2 Caucasians of the male persuasion put a bullet through the cashier's brain. Moving on, I see a 211, half a dozen 459, 2 AEWs, a GTA, and several miscellaneous crimes. Homicide.